immediately, right here on the laptop, no matter where I am. With this exclusive TV offer, you'll get a mobile or desktop. So here I'm doing a little quick thing on some of the major problems I'm having with Sellbrite. It's a very good central hub app or program that you can buy, and you can push parts up, your products up to eBay, BigCommerce, Amazon, some other marketplaces. I've been on here for multiple years, probably 5 years. But unfortunately, the last 3 years, they haven't really made any improvements to the base program that improve the basic software, and that's really disturbing. I had a lot of hopes for them going and finishing, but they just, when they got sold to GoDaddy, they haven't finished. And they haven't tried to go in here and fix a lot of the flaws. By flaws, I mean like when you go to an inventory product and you're filling out your inventory, there should be a central hub where you add a product in and you have more than enough information so then you can click what you want or select what you want and push it up to a particular store. You shouldn't have to go into each store after you've pushed an item up and edit it. That defeats the purpose. I tried to send several emails to this effect, but they're missing the point. I don't know why they don't have their own people to actually push a product up in a demo store and actually run a business like a business and see how this works for them. And they've come across their own flaws. But I'm going to grab a product real quick and just show you what happened. So a lot of times I like to duplicate a product just because it's a little quicker. So you take an item up here like this, and you go to duplicate product. I want to show you something first. Right here, cost $15, and the inventory level 1 on hand. I'm not going to make a lot of changes on duplicate because I want to just show you what happens when I move a product up to BigCommerce and why there's so many flaws. So hit duplicate. I got to change the SKU, so I'm just going to put any number in here just to change it. Leave the quantity alone. Hit duplicate, and it's going to take me to my duplicate product. Now, I'm not going to change really anything because I'm just going to make it quick. But I could make changes here and here if I wanted, but I'm going to leave the price. And if you notice one problem right away, there's only 2 prices. And then cost, which is shown over in inventory, pull down tab. BigCommerce has 4 prices, so you're short 1 price. So that hurts you there because you got to put that in manually. So you go here, and I'm not going to change description or images. I will show you here that in description there is no place to select fonts or anything in here, which would make it better so when you're pushing up to another store, you know, that's already designated. So you can't do that here. You'll have to do it later. Again, images, fine. They do have it now where the image gets larger. One improvement they did make. So that's fine. I'm not going to make any change here, but watch what happened to inventory. Remember, it was $15? Why it went to 60 cents is beyond me. So there's a flaw here. It's been there forever. They don't fix it. So I have to go back here and change this back to $15. And I'll show you what happens again. And my location didn't stay as the previous duplicate, so I got to put in another location again, even if I wanted it in the same location. So that went blank. So I hit save. Okay. And because I'm not making a lot of changes, I'm pushing this up kind of fast. I'm going to go to listings, and I'm going to say, okay, create a list in BigCommerce so I can go ahead and send this to my store. And it shows up. It's right here. Now watch what happens. This is crazy to me. I changed this now twice, $15, but cost is back to 60 cents. So I've got to go in here and manually change it. $15. And this is the 4th price I was talking about this missing, sales price. It's in BigCommerce. I do like to use it there in BigCommerce because it shows like a sale price. So it's not there. Also, there's no low stock level available on inventory, so I would have to fill out that manually. And again, categories. Here you go. There's no my categories are not in inventory that would be the same in BigCommerce. So I have to manually go pick a category. And here's where I was talking about on fonts. Here you go, and you got your little HTML window where you could type in your fonts, and you know, we could change this to bold and color. But I can't do it on the inventory, so I'd have to manually come in here and do it if I wanted to go to my website under color. So meanwhile, I'm in here re-editing it again. And if you notice, now there's some areas that aren't filled in. Availability. There was no place in the original inventory for that window. So I have to manually put it in here. Minimum maximum purchase. You know, so you wind up with a lot where they could add blocks into the main inventory and just check, and you could automatically move up what you want. So it would be there. So I had to go in here and edit each one. So imagine, this is one item. So instead of just being able to send it, I have to go in here, edit again. Now I'm going to hit Save and publish. Now it probably won't publish because I messed up here. You have to, in BigCommerce, you can't have the same exact name. And that's what's telling me the product name is a duplicate. So I have to change this by 1 digit or something in this main title area. So I'll hit save and publish again and see if it'll push up. That is a good feature. It goes out there so you don't get the same duplicate number, and you have a different SKU, but you won't get a duplicate title. So I have to wait a minute for this to get actually pushed up to BigCommerce. Okay, it said it made it to the store. So I'm going to go there and try to find it in the store now. There it is. Now I'll show you why this gets frustrating. So I've edited it twice in Sellbrite. Now I'm over here in here. Now what did push up is the prices did push up. If you move what I put in there, it did move up. But when I go to other detail, which has some of the items I need to have in there for my Google Shopping, no part number. So I didn't have that feature to add and push up. And again, so that means I've got to go in here manually and do it. Then there's other things I have to go in here manually and do as well. I've got to take it off of gift wrap. I've got to check the new box so that that gets pushed up to Google, what the condition of the product is. And I have to go down here. And these are the very minimums you have to do so you can get your item from your website into Google Shopping, and that your website item is complete. So again, I hit save and I got to do this. And this is for one product. And like I said, the only way around this is to go into a CSV sheet, start mapping stuff yourself and doing that. And then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a main central hub of Sellbrite to streamline all this and, you know, take the complexity out of a CSV sheet, you know, where you don't have to deal with, you can actually see your item in a nice program format on your computer. And that's what I said, they're 80% there. The shame of it is it's one of the best programs out there as far as streamlining and get stuff to marketplaces and templates. But then they're missing that 20% is really crucial because you can't push up to accounting. When you go over here to and this Sellbrite should be your main central hub, so that when you're all your inventory you want to keep in one place. Because if you go to other places like ShipStation and all that and try to use that as a central hub, it's missing items. All these main central hubs are counting on apps to fill in the gaps when they should just improve their programming. You know, one of the things I have a big problem with here is you go to your order hub and you really should be able to have more control here. So you should be able to see everything you sell everywhere. But if you have a storefront or if you do a manual order over the phone, you can't add it in. No way to add it in. So again, your central hub isn't complete. And you can't push your inventory up and down right. And again, this has been like this for 3 years or better. Yeah, they give you more choices on warehouses and all that, but if you can't keep this as one central, we're central where everything spans out from here, you know. And it would be nice if they did have the option where you could take it from here, and even if you wanted to use an app, there's a lot of apps that aren't participating with Sellbrite. You can't move up to Xero, can't move up to QuickBooks. You know, you'd have to go backdoor in from another account, another link, and so then you'd have to link every store you sell to accounting, because the one place that should have it all doesn't have it all. So yeah, that's a big issue I have here, and you can't do a lot of editing in your order thing as well. So, you know, I hope I tried to explain this through just emails, but they wanted me to do a video. Well, I suggested a video because they weren't getting it, and they really should have their own people running their own demo stores like a business, working with their front-end developers so they see what you do daily and how you move products up and how you move inventory around and how you track everything. And then they can see their own flaws. It shouldn't take me doing a video for them to realize that these holes in this program have been there for years. So, you know, hopefully they take this as some positive criticism, because I think they really do have a good program, and they could really be one of the best on the market if they would just make a 10% effort into fixing up some of these holes. So, hope it helps. I hope you do something with it. I appreciate your time. Thank you.